In this lesson, try to discover that there are layers of feeling or layers of energy below the ones you're experiencing. So you always begin by stillness of the body, the 7 gestures. You do your exercises in between and afterwards. Going through the 7 gestures, locate feelings and sensations. Locate your experience. Scout. Go to areas where you think you don't feel anything. As a common mistake of practitioners to only focus where there are feelings and sensations. It helps, but it helps more if you also go to areas where you think you don't feel anything. I always find it interesting to go behind my eyes. But it's much more playful than that. You can go into your earlobe, or a cheek, or your eyebrow. Or your organs. Go to an organ. Go to your lungs. The lower body intestines may not be so much fun, but there's a lot of tension there. And if you bring awareness there, it begins to relax. The transformative power of awareness is really the heart of this. The practice is feeling and sensations, body awareness, but then bring the energies that are awakening in contact with awareness. That's the transformation. So once in a while when you practice, say, is there something behind? I don't know if that's appropriate to say it like that, but is there something underneath? Is there something within, below? So the way to practice Kumne at this level, it's rather dynamic. You always go in from the periphery to the center. What's below? What's behind? You will discover that there are layers. I want to tell you something that's interesting, I think, is that sometimes when you have a thought, you think, oh, I'm getting out of it, I'm distracted. Sometimes that's not the case. When one layer of sensations and feelings is kind of disappeared, and the next one is about to present itself, there's this tiny little transition. And in order to keep our stability there, we jump into thoughts. So when you have a thought in meditation, it might very well be, well, you have simple distractions, the thoughts are accustomed to go somewhere. But if you're still and you find you suddenly think of something, it might be because you're making a transition from one layer of energy to the next. There is a moment of nothingness. So what you can do is, if you do have a thought, just go back in time, like a half a minute or whenever it started, a couple of seconds. Doesn't matter the time actually. Just go back to when you were aware of sensations and feelings. And right there, that might be the opening to a new layer. How many layers are there? I think it's different for everybody. It's not fixed. But you go through them, and at some point you come to a very calm space, calm state of mind. And that is the state where the energies of the body, the senses and the mind have unified. So as you're doing Kumne, you have feelings and sensations. Merge it always with the breath. Look for other places where you don't feel anything. And when there is a sensation there, bring the breath there. Always merge feelings and sensations with the breath. That will sustain it, it will transport it, and actually it will open the feelings. And then you go behind, below. The breath will change from a physical breath, becomes more internal. Like you feel you're almost not breathing. And then you go deeper and lower or within. So Kumne meditation is quite dynamic for a while. In the beginning you have to do. Later we learn to witness. And then third we transcend that and we go more towards participating and responding. That's really a level of integration that we're looking for. But where we are now, go behind, below, beneath what you're experiencing. Some people experience it as colors or shapes or fields or spaces. But even if you experience nothing, in your imagination you can go deeper. Go to the center of your being. Good luck.